Okay, good morning everyone. My name is John Rick Ansale from Group 1 and we will be reporting about the organization and tournament. Top level competition in athlete is still restricted to the amateur athlete, although the definition of amateur continues to evolve. So, ang definition daw sa amateur is continuous na nag-evolve. The IAAF over time has reduced its definition of an amateur athlete to the simplest possible term. An amateur is one who obeys by the eligibility rules of the IAAF. Is the complete rule allowing for change whenever the federation alters in any of its rules. Until the 1980s, the IAAF attempt to keep its athlete from benefiting from the sport. So, katudang 1980s na nag-attempt daw na tagaan og mga benepisyo ang katong mga athlete financially sa sports. So, this way always struggles. However, a star athlete can eager meet, promotes, manage, and circumvent the rules. So did entire nation. Eastern European countries provide government aids to athletes. So ang Eastern European daw nga countries naga-provide sila og mga aids sa ilang mga athlete. Other countries encourage military personnel to concentrate on track and field training. So sa other than the countries kay naga-focus na sila sa track and field para mas mahasa pa jud nila ang ilang mga athlete sa track and field nga dula. Next is the US athlete receive college scholarships in returns from their skills. So sa US naman is nagahatag sila og mga scholarship para pod tagaan og bili o tagaan og ma-return ang ilang kahago sa athlete kay even though they are athletes so hago pug kayo dapat tagaan sila og kanang mga like scholarship.
Financial aid was made acceptable in the 1980s through the use of trust funds. Athletes were permitted to accept payment for appearing in competition, for performing well, for appearing in television commercials, or for other sport-related activities. So, ang tulong pinansyal daw ay tinanggap noong taong 1980 sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng pondo. So, binigyan din daw ang mga atleta ng pahintulot na tanggapin ang bayad para sa kanilang pagsali sa iba't ibang kompetisyon at para sa kanilang mahusay na pagganap sa iba pang mga aktibidad na kaugnay ang sports. The money was placed in trust. Training expenses could be charged to the fund, with the remaining funds, if any, going to the athlete on retirement from competition. So, ang pera daw na kanilang natanggap ay inilalagay nila sa trust funds at ang mga pera na nagasto sa pagsasanay ng mga atleta ay pwedeng kunin sa pondo nila. At kung meron man daw atleta na magriretiro mula sa competition ay makakatanggap ng pera mula sa pondo. Some athletes were reported to have made several $100,000 a year under the new system. So, may ibang atleta daw na kumikita ng ilang daang libong dolyar or $100,000 a year under the new system. The primary functions of the IAAF are to maintain a set of rules that are uniform throughout the world, to approve world records for outdoor and indoor competition, and to promote international athletics. Ang pangunahing patakaran daw ng IAAF ay mapanatili ang rules sa buong mundo para maaprubahan ang outdoor at indoor na competition at para ma-promote ang international athletics. While continuing to administer athletics competition in the Olympic Games, the IAAF began its own quadrennial World Championships in 1983, established World Cup competitions, and established walking, cross-country, marathon, and other road races, indoor track and field, and junior competitions. So while ga-continue daw ang pag-manage sa athletics competition sa Olympic Games, ang IAAF or International Association of Athletics Federation is nagsugod or nag-start ang quadrennial World Championships in 1983. So when we say about quadrennial, ito ay parang recurring every 4 years world championships. Parang yung championships is magaganap siya every 4 years. So in addition, the meaning of IAAF is International Association of Athletics Federations. So that's all, and I will give the floor to Miss Jewel Akwar.
So, each IAAF member nation has its own set of rules and maintain its own set of records. So, meron siyang, itong IAAF na member nation, meron siyang sariling rules na dapat i-obey at meron din siyang sariling set of records in line with the international guidelines. So, the amateur athletic federations or of individual countries conduct their own national championships. So, nagkandak sila ng sarili nilang championships, which is, in the United States, for example, yung Athletic Congress, or they known as the TAC. Meron silang power na mag-select sila ng international teams, except sa mga Olympic team na nag-under sa jurisdiction of the United States Olympic Committee. So, para maka-establish sila ng rules at para ma-accept at reject nila yung mga records. But also, nagkakandak din sila ng national championships and other competitions. So, competitions and other competitions in which yung mga nagpa-participate restricted sila, like yung mga college, yung mga university athletes usually are ginagovern yan sila ng mga rules of the National Collegiate Athletic Association or the NCAA. Yun yung the National Collegiate Athletic Association. At na-under din nila yung aegis of the National Federation of State High Schools Athletic Association. Yun. I hope you guys understand. So,
The details of conduct of athletics competitions vary with the location and the level of type of meet. To a great degree, the basic sport has been standard by the rules of the IAAF. Outdoor track event take place on the 40 metre, about 440-yard oval running track. So track compositions differ greatly. Once almost all tracks were of natural materials like dirt, clay, cinders, and crash brick being the most common. But all major competition tracks now are made of synthetic materials. The synthetic track provides more consistent and faster footing in all weather conditions. Field event performers also benefits from improving footing. Jumpers and javelin throwers perform on the same material used for synthetic tracks, while the throwers of the shot, discus, and hammer work in circles made of concrete. So, the athletic competition has a different location and the level and type of meet. It was all about track and field competition, that all track events begin with the firing of gun. The 40 meters standard tracks has straight and curved section of almost equal length and uniform bends. Although athletics is basically an individual sport and team scoring is sometimes important.
Indoor track meets adapt themselves to widely varying and often limiting conditions. Track range in size generally from 150 to 200 meters or 160 to 220 yards and have synthetic surface over wood. Some tracks have bank curves, other are unbanked. Cross-country running utilized and terrain that is available, parks, golf courses, farmland. The prescribed IAAF distance in international races for men approximately 12,000 meters or 7.5 miles, and for women 4,000 meters or 2.5 miles. Road events include walking, marathon, and other roads runs of widely varying distance. So, ang standard na indoor track is 200 meters or exactly half the indoor outdoor tracks. Vary length depending on the floor. Nagadepende pud sa space or unsa kalapad sa space. Napoy uban na track fields na mas lapad or large enough to accommodate oversized indoor tracks as long as 300 meters. So indoor running tracks or field is typically made of polyurethane or rubber. So the prescribed IAF distance sa international races, ang indoor track is for men is 200 meters. Sa babae is 4,000 meters or 2.5 miles.